connected. And as we affect a single strand, the whole web is affected.
Torrey Pines Golf Course sits on the cliffs high above this most beautiful beach, just to the north of San Diego, California. Soft golden sand and gentle waves are almost inaccessible, but for a steep and treacherous pathway. The only way down to this beach is a long and rugged climb down the steep cliff. The cliffs, however, create a strong upward air current, perfect for gliders. The parking lot adjacent to the glider school is a favorite of weekenders and lovers of the van life. The fearsome front end of the Super Duty leads to a soft and delicate interior.
Hey, I'm Andrew, I'm the new Nomad, and this is my 84 Avion. I've been living off-grid for quite some time now, and I accomplished that with solar PV system on the roof and lithium-ion batteries inside. I really want to encourage people, folks who are doing this type of lifestyle, to try to find a sustainable way to do it. Generators are quite loud and burning fuels, and it's so easy to get solar systems. They sell kits on Amazon these days. They just make it super easy. I hope you all will find a way to enjoy the outdoors, get off grid, and do it in a sustainable manner.
So I've been living in this for 5 years now.
I have the Go Power system. There are my solar panels on the roof. Everything comes in DC. The way this works is I flip this button right here, which is just a remote switch for the inverter. So this is what will energize the inverter to give me 120 volt power, which is normal household power. I only really need to do that if I'm working and I'm running my computer. I think the great thing about living in a house on wheels is that you can move your house to wherever the temperature is appropriate for living. So instead of running this AC unit, which does work, but I need to be hooked up to shore power for it. And I'm usually just boondocking, which is off-grid camping. I don't use microwaves. The radiation freaks me out, but it's a well-built microwave. It's officially my storage for Ziploc bags. RV fridges work off of propane and 12-volt electricity. It's been over 100 degrees all week. During the pandemic, I probably had 3 months worth of food when it first kicked off in here. Between my dry goods and the fridge, I could have survived off-grid for quite some time here. I think the limiting factor would have been my propane would last maybe 2 months living in here full-time. My water only lasts a week living full-time, depending on how much I shower. Electricity is limitless because I'm on solar. So this is definitely my sanctuary. I think part of that is because it was my grandparents previously, and they are my favorite people in the world. They're just the most amazing people you'd ever meet. I work in design and construction for an ultra-luxury hotel brand. I actually focus on like the mechanical, electrical, plumbing side of that realm, and I get exposed to some of the finest hotels and resorts in the world through my job. This has been the most fun project I've ever worked on, for sure. And it's a family heirloom. It's my sanctuary. So even though I'm on work travel, I'm staying in 5-star hotels and resorts. This is what I look forward to coming home to. I'd rather be in this, listening to the orchestra of crickets and nature, than having a 400 square foot bathroom in my hotel room. I've learned after having a house, having a mortgage, and then acquiring a bunch of possessions that the most important thing in life for me is my freedom. Being able to live this lifestyle in a tiny house, have no debt related to it, being able to really pick up and move at moment's notice wherever I want to go, gives me this freeing feeling that I've found just really keeps me grounded and helps me feel alive and just inspires me to do really rad stuff, be outdoors, get closer to nature. It's all part of my process of rewilding myself and getting kind of more and more primal and connected with nature every day. Now, get out. It's time for me to get back to work. Bye, folks. You can find me at The New Nomad. The words are separated by underscores.